poppin', gang? Yo, what's good, man? It's Tuesday, man. How y'all feeling today? Let me know when you guys pull up in the chat, man. I need to know who's here. First and foremost, thank you guys for clicking on the video today. Y'all know we going live, man. We try to go live a couple times a week. And anytime music drops, y'all know we going live. So y'all got to go ahead and just send it over to me. So follow me, Twitter, Instagram, wherever you want to follow me at, man. That way you guys can let me know when something dropping. But let me know when you guys pull up. I see Regal is here. What up, Regal? I see Crystal Honeycutt is in the building. What up? Y'all know how this go, man. Let me know where you watching from. I need to know where you watching from. I need to know what you're getting into today, man. We got a good show for you. Miss Hummus in the building. Ladies here. Isaac's here. Eric's here. DMV in the building. We see you. I love it. I love it. I love it. Philly in the building, man. We got quite a bit to get into today, gang. Alicia, I see you. I'm going to say what's up to as many people as possible. We got Exhibit Alex in the building. Alex! What's up, gang? Drew is here. Furry in the building. Del City, what up? He say, hey, chats mods. And watching in from Solomon Island, Maryland, man. Shout out to you. Funyo, Bunkyo in the building. What up? Shout out my boy Funyo in the building, man. We outside. Oh, shit. Hold up. Koala. We got Koala in the building. I see you, bro. Hold up. Is it still morning? I can't give him a good morning or I would. Hold up. I can't give him a good morning no more. I can't give him a good morning or I would. Hold up. I would give him a good morning. Who else is here, man? Gemini is in Gen X. Gemini in the building. Everybody's here, man. Everybody's here. I appreciate you. We are literally flying towards 60K, man. So thank you guys so much for that. Shaq, I see you. We reacted to the Scary Movie 6 trailer yesterday, and that went up like crazy. Like I wasn't even expecting that, man. I was just so excited to see that movie was dropping. If you guys are not familiar with Scary Movie, bro, I don't even know what to tell you. But y'all got to tap into Scary Movie, man. The new movie is dropping. I think it's June 5th or something like that. Tap into the trailer, man. It is amazing. But today, on today's show, he said still morning on the West. What up? But in today's show, man, we got quite a bit to get into. Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about. I think this interview is from today, so it's fresh. T.I. goes on Ebro, Lauren and Rosenberg show to talk about the beef with 50. Kind of talk about what's going on with their. Basically, it seems like the aftermath. It sounds like it's over. Doesn't sound like we're gonna be getting any more music from them. So we're gonna be talking about that. We will also be talking about. I think the JBP started a new segment. JBP started a new segment where they're going to be talking about past conversations. They said some things in reference to Rock Nation and Stan Wars. So I really wanted to tap into that because, as you guys know, we did that video yesterday where we talked about kind of organized hate campaigns. And I know the JBP kind of stays away from certain topics, so I definitely wanted to see what was going on with that. And one of the biggest topics, bro, one of the biggest topics to talk about today is Drake being exposed for allegedly winning unrealistic amounts of games on stake. One of the biggest topics. And the reason I feel like this is such a, not specifically for this reason, but when we were discussing the lawsuit and we were talking about using house money, which is crazy to think about the Name of King's album and then House Money being a main track with Kendrick on it. But when we talked about this from the past, we talked about Drake using house money and making it seem like he was winning more than he was winning. Or when he was winning, like it was his actual money. He had nothing to lose from those bets. And I said in those videos, how do we even know they're not just pushing a button and letting them win? Literally said, bro, how do we know they're not just pushing a button and letting bro win so it looks like you win more while we have a bigger audience? Everybody's watching, it looks like you're winning. Let's play. So that's definitely something interesting to get into, man. So we're gonna get into that too. What else are we gonna get into today? Jess Hilarious speaks on the Breakfast Club and their move to Netflix, which I thought was dumb. And then we got some more Drake topics, man. We haven't really talked about Drake in quite some time, man. Damn, another L Drake taking. Man, all these L's is about to turn Iceman into the new Detox. We're not getting Iceman album no time soon. Let me know, man. Let me know what y'all think. And like I said, we really haven't talked about Drake in a long time. Drake just popped back up on the timeline here recently. And I think it was right around the time when things started dying down for everybody else. The T.I. stuff died down. The Keem stuff died down. It's like, okay, somehow they're gonna get back into a talking point. So we got a couple of things to talk about there. So if you guys are at work, if you riding, if you chilling at the house, put the phone down. Let's listen up, man. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the way in. I appreciate you. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And definitely let me know where you're watching from if you're watching this on playback. All right. Is this the longest he has promoted or teased an album? It has to be. It has to be. He doesn't have a detox or a fall off that somebody is that we're waiting on, or a bodies or a tiramisu, even a song that like, man, he been teasing this for so long, you know what I'm saying, and it's finally coming out. He doesn't have one of those, so I think this might probably be the longest he's ever teased anything. So all right, let's go ahead and start with this, man. We got T.I. T.I. talking about the 50 Cent debacle on Ebro Lauren Rosenberg show. So let's go ahead and get into what he had to say there.
And then when I do rap shit, man, this shit is full of
what up, Noah?
This type shit.
Well, now, wait, hold up now.
I ain't into this.
You were asked about verses on Shay Shay.
Yeah.
And you were asked about verses with Gillian Waller.
That's right.
Both of you.
I was asked.
Right, but both of your responses.
I'm soliciting.
Yeah, but your responses.
So he cleared that up too. He said, I was asked about doing the verses. He said, I wasn't soliciting nothing. So I think it did come out that or at least the narrative was shaped that it was T.I. that was pushing for the verses. Am I wrong when I say that?
I was asked.
Right, but both of your responses.
Soliciting.
Yeah, but your responses led to 50 having something to setting it off. And I think we all pretty much agree, before we get off into it, none of us really love the whole posting of your lady. Nobody loves all that.
Bruh, let me tell you. Just on some real shit, my man. It's 8 billion people in the world. Everybody ain't got to like me.
Right.
I ain't everybody cup of tea.
I feel the same way.
I'm too strong for some. Might not be strong enough for others. It's fine. Mm-hmm. I'm cool with that. You ain't got to even fuck with me at all. Nigga, just don't disrespect me.
It's so simple, bro. It's so simple. It's so simple. I think that's I think there's a difference when when you're talking about something and you're just talking about the topic, right? You talk about something, you just speak on the topic, you're talking about the facts, you provide opinion, but then also letting people know, hey, bro, my opinion may not matter that much. You might not care about what I gotta say. You may not like me, you may not love me, bro. And I don't care, but just don't disrespect me. God, bro. How many people need to hear this? How many people would y'all say need to hear this? What up, Snowbirds? I see you. How many people y'all think need to hear this, bro? What up, Deontay?
I'm cool with that. You ain't got to even fuck with me at all.
At all.
Just don't disrespect me, man. I'm real big on treating other people the way I want to be treated. And I'm also real big on treating motherfuckers the way they decide they gonna treat me.
Nigga, you decide, wait, on the way they decide to treat me. J2 with the 11-month re-up, I appreciate you, dog. Everybody needs to hear this. Hold up. Nigga said, hey, look, bro, I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated and how they decide to treat me. A lot of people don't think you're supposed to do that, though. You treat me like that, how you think I'm going to respond? Am I supposed to just let everything go? Now, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. I don't think you should be reactive to everything. But sometimes, Jojo, what up? Sometimes you need to respond. James, I see you. Let me run this back for the people who just got here.
It's fine. I'm cool with that. You ain't got to even fuck with me at all. Nigga, just don't disrespect me, man.
And he's
I'm
serious
real
when he say
big on
that shit.
treating other people the way I want to be treated. And I'm also real big on treating motherfuckers the way they decide they gonna treat me. And it's really just, I'm not here. I don't give a fuck who raps. I don't give a fuck who wants to do verses, nigga. My life is full. I have a very full life. I mean, I'm wealthy enough. I don't chase numbers.
It sound like a flex, but it's not. It sound like a flex, but it's not. I think that's one. I told y'all before. I told y'all from before. I said T.I. is one of the most. I don't know him personally. I have to say that because people be like, you don't know him. All right, I don't know him personally. But from what I've seen and everything that he's shown us within his actions, he seems to be one of the most solid people out there. He say something, he mean it. You genuinely take it to the bank. You can generally you can take it to the bank what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's there's something to admire in a person that is that open and that honest with you, right?
Life. I mean, I'm wealthy enough.
I'm wealthy
I don't
enough.
chase numbers. I got enough money to do whatever the fuck I want to do. I want to go buy a house, I buy a house. I want to buy a boat, I buy a boat. I want to fly private, I fly private. I want to buy shoes, I buy shoes. I want to send my kids to school, I send them to wherever the fuck I want to send them to.
That's for the people. That's for the people that say, "Oh, you doing this to sell an album? Oh, you think you gonna use 50 for your rollout? What up, real? That's for the people that say, bro, what you doing this for? Bro? You need 50 to sell records? He say, nigga, I'm rich. I'm wealthy enough. I don't need that. I don't need anything. Anything else I do is icing, bro. I don't need that. I think it's respectable, fam. He telling you, I don't need none of that shit. I'm just doing it. At this point, bro, I'm setting up my grandkids and they kids and they kids, bro. That's it. Everything we do from here on out is just icing.
House, I buy a house. I want to buy a boat, I buy a boat. I want to fly private, I fly private. I want to buy shoes, I buy shoes.
Kalani, what up?
I want to send my kids to school, I send them to wherever the fuck I want to send them to.
Bro, you see the seriousness in his face? My kids want to go to school, I send them wherever they want to go. Period. God.
I live a life that I am happy with.
Oh my God.
I ain't chasing nobody else's success. God has blessed me. So I don't need nobody else to do shit for me to be okay. You ask me a question, as a man, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck happened.
Right.
And as a man, if you don't like what I said, then you shouldn't have handled it that way. And ultimately, all of the quietness that we're witnessing right now from dude, what would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning?
Now, Aerial Smoke for the 5, gang. What up? Shout out to the homie. He said, what's up, crew? Hope all is well. It's WW. Man, bro. Yeah, man. Listen, dog. It's crazy out here, man. I've been trying to not even focus on it. My energy, bro. I was in the gym this morning. I felt the sun wasn't out today. The sun been out for the last 2 days. I didn't go to the gym yesterday because I was tired. Went to the gym this morning and was just brain fog. I'm thinking about everything I gotta do. I'm thinking about what's going on, the kids and all, and everything going on, man. It's just I felt bombarded today with information. I don't know if y'all get like that sometimes, but you bringing that up was something that I was like, damn, bro. Me and wifey went to sleep talking about it. That's why I was like, man, But anyway, my bad. I ain't mean to step off. Thank you for the 5, Ariel. I appreciate you, gang. Say, talk your ish, bro. Thank you for supporting the channel for sure.
From dude, what would have happened if that quietness was practiced at the beginning?
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. The difference with 50's quietness, what happened to your mod, gang? My bad, Ariel. The difference between everybody else's quietness and 50's quietness to me is I definitely think there's something going on. I don't think there's nothing going on. So when it happens, nobody's gonna say we was surprised. Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, y'all ain't talking now. No, I'm expecting 50 to say something. I'm expecting 50 to say something at some point. He's not gonna stay quiet forever. So whether it's a documentary, because everybody's saying, oh, he putting together a documentary about all of the freaky stuff he was doing. I guess it was 30 girls or something like that. They putting together the documentary on them. So the quietness isn't something I'm mistaken for a weakness. I'm personally thinking that he's just taking his time. Because a lot of people were saying the same thing about Dot too. Why you ain't responding? Why? And when he responded, it was crazy. Not to say that this entire family can't respond accordingly. I think they can still respond accordingly, but I definitely think 50 gonna do something. It's not gonna be on his timeline.
Absolutely nothing. We wouldn't be here.
Nothing to talk about.
Nothing. There's nothing
Well,
to
so,
see
but
here.
in that regard, there was some good promo out of this. I mean,
I don't give a fuck about that, man.
Oh, that's what you're talking about when you say Ebro trying to have a moment.
I don't give a fuck about that, man. I don't give a fuck about that, bro. What the fuck I need? Man, this same promo, $50,000 would have got it.
Bro, this same promo, I could have spent $50K on it and got the promo. Didn't he drop let him know? Did he drop let him know before the beef happened? Because I wanted to look at the numbers. That's something I wanted to do too while we was here.
She was hinting.
All right. Let him know dropped a month ago. Let him know dropped a month ago. 6.3 million views. He put out the lyric video, which then got 2 million views. Then he dropped War. He dropped War and got 829. And that's just here. I'm looking at the numbers because you can see the right one, 2.1 million views in 7 days. This is a month. This is 7 days. So I'm saying that to say, when T.I. drops something, niggas is genuinely listening to it. Drop right before the beef. Yeah, when T.I. drop, it's people are genuinely listening to the music. It's not like, oh, because he's about to beef with bro, or because he beef with bro, people was listening. This got 6.3 million views before the beef. Now, obviously, it's had some time to gather those numbers, but I mean, just look at it. Lessons is sitting at 500,000. Where's the bully? Oh, he never dropped the bully joint on here, so we can't even see how many views that got. But Lessons got 500,000, and then to let him know, official video itself got 2 million views. Bro, I got how many? Listen, where the creators at in the chat? I got probably 5 or 6 videos that are recorded, done, thumbnails ready, and I just haven't dropped them. Like, I didn't drop this one because I was like, damn, it's just a video. Maybe not that big of a deal to look into. I got a bunch of other topics that we talked about that I haven't put out yet. It's just crazy, man. Stuff be moving so quick that I be forgetting to put the stuff out. So anyway, going back to that, I definitely think that I don't think T.I. needed the promo, basically. Like he said, the same promo that I needed, bro, $50,000 would have paid for all of that.
Fuck I need, man. This same promo, $50,000 would have got it.
right.
I could have spent $50,000 for the same level of promo.
Well, and you just said you're not chasing numbers for this album.
I'm not chasing it, but I'm just telling you that the amount of fucking hits and man, $50,000 would have got the same thing.
I love how you use that. I love how you chose to say $50,000. But I definitely think the same thing, bro. I don't think he needed that at all. What are the comments saying here? I don't need 50 for promo, but let me answer multiple questions about 50 on this interview. What are you supposed to say? You know what? I don't want to talk about that. As he ignores me and plots on making a documentary about me and my wife who are accused. I told you. This is the narrative that's going to be spun too. I don't know how true it is. I don't know if it's false. I'm telling you right now. I know of at least one thing that I think that was settled because it's like, hey, we was just doing some freaky stuff. I don't know about the rest of this. Okay, I'm openly saying I don't know nothing about none of this. So if this does happen, this is the move that I'm expecting. I'm expecting it to be something like this and maybe not on wax. He would never admit it, so this response doesn't surprise me. He knows that documentary is going to drop on him. T.I. can't keep... What? But he was pressed for verses. He's using 50 for sales. Let's see what happens. Oh, my God. Y'all see this? Saying he doesn't need 50 for promo while he's doing promo talking about 50. Bro, they asked him a question. I don't know what you're supposed to say about that. I don't know what you're supposed to say. The only thing about let him know I have a problem with is the man been married for 50 years, for years, but still rapping about ain't no whole ride with me less the head. Yeah. Who else did something like that, bro? I forgot who it was. Somebody else did something like that. I'm like, bro, ain't you married? All of a sudden, the guy's record started trending and he made crazy money. I'm thinking he did this for Damani's breakthrough because Damani has hits all over TikTok. Really? 50 built his entire career off beef. Fact. But then now, if that's the case, now he wrong. Damn. All right, so then he also spoke on King, right? He also spoke on King and Damani.
Now, are you enjoying seeing your sons step up to the moment and the whole family concept?
Bro,
You enjoying that?
I don't. I don't enjoy it. I do not. Simply because I've spent so much time trying to get this little nigga off the ledge.
Talking about King.
Yes. And now
yeah. I get what he's saying already. He say, bro, I'm dealing with a little boy who is a firecracker and my son. And he said, I've been trying to get him off the ledge for so long. And then you went ahead and lit the match. You went ahead and lit the fuse that turned him up. He like, bro, I've been trying to keep him quiet. Y'all didn't, what?
as justifiable means
Right.
to undo all of the teachings that I've been teaching.
Got it.
I do not like this. No, I do not enjoy it.
Now, Damani kept us cool. Damani's always cool.
Guess what? What the fuck? What universe is this? You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, man, listen, man. I'm a logical, reasonable man of respect, bro. And I raise my children to be men of respect, logical, reasonable, and not to be emotional. And when I see
damn, you can't say that about this one though. He said I raised them not to be emotional. I don't know, bro. They definitely opposites for a fact. Cause Damani is I'm telling you, bro. And I'm glad that so many people, even from my video, which I seen so many comments saying I've never heard of his son Damani being able to rap. And now I'm tapped in for sure. And I'm like, bro, I'm glad that we was able to do that because we knew about it already.
And not to be emotional. And when I see King, how he moving, it's emotional, and I know, and me too, you know what I'm saying? Me too. You know, you drag the matriarch of our household into some nonsense. So the one thing that I am proud of out of all of this is that the women and children in our family see that it's a line of men.
I love that. It's a line of men. The women and children in our family see it's a line of men that's gonna have their back. We not letting shit go. We not letting none of that ride. And that's like and as much as it's rap and it's hip hop, but that's what people are looking at, right? That's what, at least, you know, if everybody's got their eyes on the internet and this is on the internet, at least it's an example that somebody could look to and say, hey man, listen, I'm gonna stand up for the women in my family the way they stood up for the woman in theirs, right? T.I. should know when you talk about somebody mama, those is fighting words. What happened? And it actually helps the narrative of their, oh, okay, my bad. I'm reading y'all comments.
I see.
that's here
Right.
against who the fuck ever. You know what I mean? And we not here to defeat. Like, I don't give a damn about beating. I ain't here to defeat. I'm here to defend. You understand? I'm here to protect what's ours, what we built. Man, this shit is, man, I die in the street about this shit, man. This shit dead ass serious to me. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you, the nigga cut the dreads and now he just the same damn person. This though, I feel like I know this one. He cut the dreads off and went back to just, I don't know. I don't think he's really been different. I think he's been the same, but I think the seriousness I see in him is just what I've seen in the past.
This shit dead ass serious to me. This shit ain't no motherfucking game. I'm not playing.
Oh, Sean.
Do
might be
you
right.
do you hit King when you see like him post a video? Do you immediately hit him and say anything?
I hit my forehead first. I'm like, God damn, man. Like, bro, it's almost like I hate to see some shit going down, going to a direction where it's headed, but what the fuck can I do to stop it? Because I didn't send it there. I'm not the motherfucker that's directing. I ain't set the GPS, bro.
And it's like, bro, just think if it was your mom, how would you respond? He like, I would have did the same damn thing. I definitely don't think he condones this though. Like, I don't think he condones it, but he just like, bro, like, at some point I gotta let the man be the man and he gonna do whatever he gonna do. Feel me?
The destination is the destination.
How do you turn it off though? Because you seem to have the ability to say, all right, this went too far. I'm not interested in this.
Right.
I'm going to focus another direction. How do you turn it off? And you just haven't been able to instill that part into King, maybe? Or
Man, to be honest with you, bro, I said that's enough. Really, I said that's enough when I seen that damn T-shirt. I said, man, this is enough. That's it.
Oh yeah.
I said, man, chill out, bro. Chill out. Because again, I'm big on treating people the way I want to be treated.
Right. I don't want nobody doing, hey, I don't want this happening to you know what I'm saying, on my end. But that's something that he gonna have to deal with personally. Because T.I. didn't do that. I don't know how old King is. How old is King? Is he 18? 18 plus? I don't know how old King is. But he gotta be. Because ain't Damani like 20, 23, 24, something like that? That's something that he gotta deal with though. You know?
I don't be out here just doing unto others in ways I don't want to be done.
That's facts.
And so I don't want to see my children
King's 21.
doing others the way, but they like, man, this is in response.
Right.
I'm like, man, but it's over with. Let it go. Let the shit go, bro.
I definitely wanted to hear him talk a little bit more about Damani, but we could see he didn't like that, bro. He didn't like this part. Everything else I feel like up until that he was cool with, and I think he also understood that Damani handled business the way he was supposed to handle business too. What are the comments saying here? He said that they take it too far. I mean, yeah, leave niggas' wives and families out of the hip hop beefs. Disrespecting someone's deceased mother, that's a big no-no, and MF's been got put up for less. I mean, disrespecting niggas' moms in the first place. You talking about somebody who not here, but you talking about somebody who was here too. Chill out, because where me and that nigga from, y'all ain't never been there and shit liable to get worse. I can almost bet King ain't stepped one toe in New York for a hot minute. My thoughts. I mean, yeah, I mean, I don't, but do he really be there though? Like, do he be in New York like that? Do he be on the East Coast like that? I probably wouldn't. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I probably wouldn't. T.I. sounded like a sanctified preacher without the profanity. This is very true. I probably wouldn't. Okay, I see what you did there. I wasn't picking up what you was putting down, 10 nickels. Oh, okay. Yeah, man, so let me know how you guys feel about this in the comments, man. This is T.I. basically kind of dissecting the aftermath of him and 50's beef and talking about how King and Damani were involved in it. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comments, man. Hit that like button and sub up if you guys haven't done it already. All right, let's move on to the next topic, gang. Y'all ready? Let's get it. Hey, where we at on likes? Let me get a like report, man. Where we at on likes? We got almost 200 million people in here. Hit the like button if you guys haven't done it already. Sends out that beacon, lets YouTube know we doing something nice, and tell them to send more people over here because they see we going crazy, man. So hit the like button if you guys haven't done it already. Now, before we get into Drake, pause. I thought this was interesting, right? I thought this was very, very interesting. Okay? So Joe Budden podcast talks on Stan Wars and how they affect the overall takes given on the pod. So because we know that Joe is connected and a part of different conversations and has been in different rooms, it seems to be that he does take different, takes different routes when discussing certain topics and things like that. And I think people have called them out for that before. I'll take y'all later. Shout out to Ariel. These are new age hybrid groups. So we're going to talk about this and see, I want to see exactly what they said about how they approach topics and if they do divert from topics that they should talk about, but maybe don't. Let's see what they got to say.
Protecting your relationships / caring for others' well-being or trying to not get involved in Stan Wars.
Wait, what?
Protecting your relationships / caring for others' well-being or trying to not get involved.
We got to get a mic though.
Stan Wars. I don't care so much about Stan Wars. These are new age hybrid groups that think they can impact your life in some type of way.
Don't care about Stan Wars. These are new age hybrid groups. Hybrid groups of what?
Stan Wars. These are new age hybrid groups that think they can impact your life in some type of way. The Stan groups could suck a dick. I don't care about them unless it's like the Beehive. But I ain't really saying that about Beyonce.
I don't want to know. You're right. That ain't an issue. Yeah.
I'm cool. And the Navy, I don't really talk about.
Who's the Navy? I don't say nothing about the Beehive and the Navy. Who's the Navy?
About Beyonce.
I don't want to know. You're right. That ain't an issue. Yeah.
I'm cool. And the Navy, I don't really talk about. Me and the Barbs were on good standing until all this political shit. And now I'm off it and I don't really give a fuck. I know Marcus Barb's enemy #1.
Yes.
Rihanna. Okay, thank you.
And I know that the fans on that believe this. I could give less about protecting relationships. I don't have as many.
Do y'all believe that? That Joe Budden doesn't care about protecting relationships. I hear about it a lot of times on the show. I hear a lot on the show where he says, I love them, or I love this person, so I'm not going to speak like that, or I love them, or I love this, or whatever. Or it's just blatantly topics that don't get discussed on the show. And I mean, if you were just protecting the space, and that's just not the kind of energy you want to have on the show, because I do that too, right? Like, I know we could get deeper on some other things. I just like to protect the space and the timeline, bro. I just don't even want to be associated with some things, so I don't talk about it. But I guess then say that, right?
Relationships. I don't have as many relationships in the industry that are worth savoring to me. Like, I don't speak to these people. I don't care to speak to these people. I don't really want to interview people. I don't want people texting me. I don't even want people thinking that we cool enough for me to cater my opinion on air. I give my life to this.
I could see that to a certain degree. But I think the smoke, or where there's smoke, is the Rock Nation, Jay-Z. We not getting into that, right? That's where I'm feeling like the smoke is, right? Am I wrong? Yeah, he's a psychopath. I just can't believe in Joe. Smell like somebody lying. He lying. I'm like, I don't know. I don't think 100%. Like, he could maybe, but like, I just don't see it.
I don't really want to interview people. I don't want people texting me. I don't even want people thinking that we cool enough for me to cater my opinion on air. I give my life to this. So if I want to say something, I'm going to say it. I'm very clear. There's a list of 5 people that get that respect from me.
But I don't think it's a list of 20 to 30 people that people would say, hey, you're not talking about that. And that's Joe. This isn't the average, you know what I'm saying, podcast or creator talking about a topic. It's Joe with a huge media platform. So those 5 people are probably the 5 people that everybody want to hear you talk about, and you just won't.
Just because of what they've accomplished and what they've done. Hove, B, like I could name them, but it's 5, 6 people tops.
Those are the 2 they think we scared of the most. They think we scared of Rock Nation. Like we get our talking points every day from Rock Nation.
I feel like I told somebody recently, if you want to get Jay-Z and y'all got him, I'm down. But you have to have him. Like that's a big fish. It can't be, oh, that's his son. I don't care about that. It can't be, oh, the psychic said in 2036 you're going down.
I think the problem with that is that it takes much less for you to go and get somebody else. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's you know, Joe's opinion, and you know what I'm saying, he runs the show and whatever he says goes. But it's a lot less for you to go and talk about the other person who isn't, like you said, they don't got him. You're just talking about him because that's just what's happening in current times, and you're giving your opinion on it, and you want to get your cast members' opinion on it. But when it comes to that, it's like, I just want to go there.
I don't care about that. It can't be, oh, the psychic said in 2036 you're going down. Joe talk. No. You asking me to fuck with really powerful people that I know watch and listen to every word I say. And if not every word, certainly when their name come up. So
there it is though. But like, if that's the case, then that's what you say. It's like I have so much respect for them, and that I don't really know if it's a respect piece. It's like he said, I'm dealing with really powerful people here. So I think you know what that power can lead to. So you just choose not to talk about it.
When you have these people, I'm down.
That's how I feel. Super Bowl shit, I was on his ass. He did some other shit with the school, was on his ass. Got the call too. But I still ain't afraid to be on it. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm not chasing. And I do that with anybody. You know, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Being up here has taught me that too. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different position. I'm like, you know, I got to be a little more measured with some of this shit. Because we don't know what's true and what's not. And so much untrue shit comes out. And this platform is too big to jump out the window on some shit.
Yeah, it's tough.
But that's my point. The platform is so big that you have to really weigh out what topics you're going to discuss like that. Because when y'all say something, it's going to be, so you have to just say that our platform is too big. We can't just get out here and start talking crazy because we say something and y'all running with it and they run with it. And you know what I'm saying? The bottom line is it's about fear. I do, and I think however you perceive fear, it may not be the, oh my God, I'm scared, but it's like, I don't want them to, if they numbers start dipping because somebody start pulling strings in the background, and then it's going to be like, damn, we should have never talked about that topic. You know what I'm saying? And that's trivial. That's probably the most basic level of everything. But I guess, let me know what y'all think about that. That was an interesting topic. All right. Wait, what did the comments say? I like to see what the comments say on these things. Let's go ahead and get to this Drake topic. Now, we're here, and this is a place that I can say, shout out to Isaac, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. This is something I like to say that I talked about without really knowing much. But because I know the information that they gave us is that Drake plays with house money. And if he's already playing with house money, that means there's no real consequence, or he doesn't really have a chance to lose. He's playing with house money. So if he's playing with house money, you would also have to believe that there's a possibility that they could fudge the wins a little bit. Make it seem like they win a little bit more than they do. Oh man, my chat's not popping up. Nothing's popping up over here today, man. I didn't even see that. Shout out to Lady T for the 2. She said, might just get hit with Rico. Might just get hit with that, Rico. And I saw this because it makes perfect sense, man. If he's your biggest, how much are they paying him? Like 200 million, something crazy like that. And they're running a lot of their ads and everything through him. If he's winning, more people are playing, right? So Drake gets exposed for allegedly winning unrealistic amounts of games on stake. Now, I guess you'd also have to balance out what's unrealistic, right? Because how often is he playing? Maybe he's playing a lot more than everybody else. But unless they're just saying whenever he plays, he's winning. Wait, because there's a video, so I don't even really want to go through all of this. I'm gonna go through the video first because I want to see the video first, and then we can get into that. Drake is a goofino. His words. All right, so Bloomberg went into this. Bloomberg went into this and broke it down. So I want to get into that, and then we'll get into that article. Let's see. Bloomberg, the math behind Drake's lucky spins. That's crazy.
Stake.com is the biggest crypto casino in the world, and it got there in part thanks to viral videos by some of the world's biggest influencers.
Come on, Cheese! 7!
And if it's true for Drake, do you not think it's true for maybe all of the influencers? If it's true for Drake, then you got to look at all of the influencers who are getting that inside money.
Influencers.
Come on, Cheese! 7!
Get those clips viral, you know, and just have a few of them with the stake logo really clear and really fucking big.
And I told y'all that from the beginning. Hey, bro, I don't care what you do. Put that stake logo in the corner of your video. That's all he cared about. That's crazy. And then, like, he's on camera saying, get them clips viral and put that stake logo over there. That's crazy. This is the co-founder of Stake.
A few of them with the stake logo really clear and really fucking big.
People had suspected for a long time that some of the influencers advertising Stake.
Only streamers win. Only streamers win there, and it worked well with you and me and many others who believed they could win. Where's the lawyers at? What is this called? Where are the lawyers at? That's crazy.
We're winning maybe a little bit more often than the average person.
I think we can all agree that was not Drake's money, but the casino's funny money. Bro, come on, man. We've been talking about that.
But we actually did the math, and what we found was pretty shocking.
This is crazy.
Stake.com online is inescapable. It's everywhere. But the most important part of its marketing is its use of influencers and its use of social media. These streamers are betting cartoon sums of money on Stake's slot games.
That's how you know it's fake. Ain't nobody really betting that kind of money, bro. This say $9 million balance? Are you serious? Hey, shout out Lady T for another 2. The app will also get caught up too. Shout out to Lady T. Thank you so much. I don't gamble either. Not even a little bit, bro. Not even a little bit.
Sums of money on Stake's slot games.
Dude's just chilling with $9.7 million in his account.
Stake also pays a thousands-strong group of contractors to clip videos from these live streams and scatter them across the internet.
15 mil, finally!
These videos are pretty overwhelming.
Oh my God! Send it!
It's a lot
But then
of...
you also combine the over dramatization of this stuff. There's the psychological aspect behind this is crazy too, bro. Like the colors, the overstimulation, the chat, the person screaming at you, the high stakes of winning and losing. You got people watching like, yeah, like crack addicts, bro. What's good? You got people watching like crack addicts, bro. The filthy gamblers. This is
pretty overwhelming.
Oh my God! Send it!
It's a lot of just like bright colors and lights and numbers going everywhere. They move very quickly. It's definitely a sensory overload.
Bro, I swear. Come on, dog. But you targeting people who are like chronically online and watching. I told you. That is crazy, fam.
It's a lot of just like bright colors and lights and numbers going everywhere. They move very quickly. It's definitely a sensory overload. Boom! The biggest name Stake has in its influencer stable is the rapper Drake. He plays slots, he plays roulette, anything you can imagine. When he's live streaming, it's this huge event, big production. He'll bring in guest stars.
And how much money do y'all think they spending for that too? To get these guests to come on? Because I don't think Lil Baby's just showing up for nothing. They might be friends and all, but that nigga seemed like, hey bro, wait, I'm gonna need 20,000 to show up. Just 20,000. Rented out our club and it's playing Stake on a Tuesday. This guy is different, man. Rented out the entire club for this. It's a spectacle.
Huge event, big production. He'll bring in guest stars. But in addition to Drake, Stake has tapped a lot of famous gaming influencers. Some of the top people gaming there were Aiden Ross, XQC, Rothstein, Trainwreck. These gaming influencers together have tens of millions of followers across social media. I interviewed young people whose favorite live streamers switched from video games to crypto gambling and has said that they had become addicted and lost.
I've never thought about that. You used to see kids playing Fortnite and COD and 2K, and it really does seem like though maybe the kids who were playing those games maybe 5 years ago have now shifted to online gambling, and that's who you're targeting. Oh my God. I mean, I knew it was a younger group, but I never thought about that connection of they used to play video games. Now they supplement that with this. That's crazy, bro.
Whose favorite live streamers switched from video games to crypto gambling and has said that they had become addicted and lost lots of money, including for some their life savings. In 2022, Twitch, which is owned by Amazon, banned crypto gambling. After that happened, Stake's founders launched their own live streaming website, Kick. Because of Stake's huge
like we've heard all of this stuff, but I think it makes so much more sense when they put it together like that, bro. They said Twitch was not allowing them to do it. So then the people who want you to gamble and lose your life savings say, you know what, we'll create our own streaming platform where anything goes. Anything goes on Kick. That's crazy.
Stake's founders launched their own live streaming website, Kick.
And it's not even legal
because of
here.
Stake's huge cultural footprint online, we really wanted to investigate whether what people see is what's actually happening. We interviewed influencers, agents, managers, gambling experts, former Stake employees, and of course, people who had lost significant sums of money gambling on Stake.com.
Will this be able to be added to the lawsuit? Will this be able to be added to the lawsuit, bro? Hey, they did all the research. They did all the interviews.
Of money gambling on Stake.com. We found that some streamers were playing with money that was deposited into their accounts by the house. In addition, we found that some streamers, including Drake, were winning at a higher rate than the average person.
Hold on, how much is that?
Playing with house money and the game is rigged. That is shameful. You have first of all, you have nothing to lose because you're not playing with your own money. Then on top of that, you're deceiving people into thinking that you're winning. Oh my God, bro. That is the nastiest work ever.
We're winning at a higher rate than the average person.
Hold on, how much is that? $1,200.
We analyzed 500 hours of live slots on Stake.com by 25 different streamers. What we found was that Drake won 4 times more often than other streamers when he played games that were owned by Stake's parent company.
Chat, 4 times more. He won 4 times more.
Times more often than other streamers when he played
$1,200.
Than other streamers. The people on your side. He won 4 times more than other streamers, not than the average person. Bro, he won 4 times more than the people that's on your side. They like, yo, you the golden goose. We got to make it look like you win, not the average person. So if you win 4 times more than the streamers I'm sure kind of have the same deal, but you can't win more than Drake. So I wonder how much more times they winning than the average person. That's insane, bro.
Analyzed 500 hours of live slots on stake.com by 25 different streamers. What we found was that Drake won 4 times more often than other streamers when he played games that were owned by Stake's parent company. When Drake was playing slots that weren't owned by Stake's parent company, he actually had the same win rate as everybody else. Crypto casinos are legal in certain countries like Brazil and Canada, but in other jurisdictions, crypto gambling is banned. Some users in jurisdictions where Stake is banned say they use software that actually masks their real location so that they...
Wait, what?
Casinos are legal in certain countries like Brazil and Canada, but in other jurisdictions, crypto gambling is banned. Some users in jurisdictions where Stake is banned say they use software that actually masks their real location so
like VPN, stuff like
they
that?
can access the website. Stake's headquarters is in Australia, but its gambling license is actually registered to a small office in Curacao. Curacao is a notoriously friendly jurisdiction for crypto casinos. Stake is under increasing scrutiny. Recently, lawsuits have been filed against Stake that mention the specific influencers Drake and Aiden Ross.
Bro.
According to these complaints, they've participated in advertising in a legal casino in the US.
Stake didn't respond to questions about allegations in the lawsuits. Representatives for Aubrey Drake Graham didn't respond to a request for comment. A representative for Aiden Ross, who has since shifted his crypto gambling to a competing site, said, "We are confident that when the court applies the relevant law to the facts of these case, Mr. Ross will be dismissed from these lawsuits." Is that a typo on their end? Or that's why House Money seems funny to me, bro. State called Bloomberg's findings categorically incorrect and said it verifies every user's identity and employs blockchain analysis to identify suspicious activity. Well, how could you monitor suspicious activity if you're the one doing the suspicious activity? Y'all doing the suspicious activity. Yo. Yeah, bro. That's what I was trying to say, bro. Like, I don't know. To me, I would think Bloomberg would have copied whatever they got. Let me just read it again. Make sure I didn't read it wrong. A representative for Aiden Ross, who has since shifted his crypto gambling to a competing site, said, "We are confident that when the court applies the relevant law to the facts of these case, or these cases is what they're trying to say, or this case, Mr. Ross will be dismissed from these lawsuits." Yeah. So if your lawyer can't even get it right, bro, you cooked. If your lawyer can't get it right, you cooked. You cooked. They say, "Sure, we believe you." Now I want to listen to House Money. I'm telling you, bro, somebody should do a video, a mashup of House Money over this topic here, because that's insane. But this is something that we already knew. What are the comments saying? They literally give heroin to young muggers online and run away with it. Anita Max win. The average gambler today is 2 times more stupid than 10 years ago. Influencers and gambling companies are dishonest scammers. No, it's like we already know that. I lost everything thanks to Drake and Stake. Unbelievable, Bloomberg. Listen, man, I don't know how true that is, but I definitely think that there's a lot of people that are going to come out and have something to say about that. They still got them class action lawsuits going. I don't know. I can't remember where they were from, but they definitely got them class action lawsuits still open. So if you were gambling on Stake, go ahead and get your money, fam. Go ahead and get your money. All right, we got another Drake topic. That was definitely interesting. Let me know how you guys feel about that in the comments. We got another Drake topic, man. The homie, The Ville, put together a video. He said, in his feelings, Drake Iceman teasers frustrates his fans. Now, I saw this on Instagram where he was teasing the album again. And people are like, bro, just drop the damn album, dog. Like, what are we doing here? Drop the damn album.
Drake is completely
Make sure y'all go subscribe to The Ville too, man. We had him on the channel last week. I was supposed to clip up a video and put it out. I just did not have time to do it.
And he's always going to act unbothered. He's going to act like none of the things that happened in the past 2 years are bothering him, when everything that he posts says the exact opposite. He recently went to Instagram, what I was doing when you thought I was crying. And he posted 4 different pictures alongside this caption. And all of them scream sensitive, while he's trying to act unbothered in this scenario. But all of these posts are supposed to tease Iceman for the millionth quadruple billion.
Yeah, it says, what did I say? It says they doubted us, warning, Iceman, talk is cheap, and then people on snowmobiles going down the slopes.
In time, and he still hasn't put out the album, which is actually causing fans to be frustrated. The first picture that he shares here is, they doubted me. But to be quite honest with you, the only person that's doubting anybody is yourself.
Yep.
I think more than anything, Drake is doubting himself, because instead of promoting Iceman for the past 2 years, he's talked about it since 2024. He still hasn't put out the project. So if there's any doubt, it's more likely self-doubt. And if you want to talk about doubt, a lot of fans are feeling doubt because you refused to put out your project.
Right.
You said Iceman 2025, and then you changed it to Iceman 2026. And you had all of your fans thinking and wondering if you were going to put it out during the wintertime.
Bro, I mean, because it would have made sense. Because it would have made sense. It would have made sense to drop Iceman in the winter. But if you're going to drop Iceman in the spring and summer, it just seems like a dumb decision. But hey, that's how you want to do it. That's how you want to do it. But you also been teasing this shit since 2024. Again, I really believe that if you choose to gamble in the first place, you can't really be a victim. It's an illness. Kalani says, again, he's only teasing the album to take away what they talking about. That's why. The steak stuff comes up, let me tease the album. It's like, it's plays out of the playbook at this point. Shout out to Kalani for that too.
Already going to be in the spring, and you haven't even put anything. Just a few teases here and there that people already forgot about.
And that might not even be on the album.
Rollout, it's not working at all. To be honest, I feel like you just want to think that you're unbothered. And this is a shtick that Drake does, right? He tries to act like nothing bothers him, that nothing phases him. But truly, to be honest, I think he's already in his head. I think he's already subconsciously thinking or doubting himself. And he posts these things on Instagram to try to wipe away or clear out the self-doubt that runs through his mind. The next post he shares is warning Iceman, which is from a national TV broadcast for the news, I'm assuming. But I guess the warning is to tell people that he's going to drop the album. But this is getting old very fast. And it's not just the people who've talked negatively about Drake. Like I said, it's also his fan base. His fan base have been very vocal.
That's the problem at this point, is it's not the people who already are kind of like not on your side. It's the people who are on your side that you're now pissing off because you still have not dropped the album. And then you could kind of fall into, I don't want to say J. Cole territory, because to me personally, The Fall Off was an incredible album. But you had a lot of people at the same time that thought that the anticipation, now I guess the anticipation can't be as high because The Fall Off has been teased for years. But you build something up and then you can't deliver. I think Drake has way more to lose if you can't deliver on a good Iceman album. If you can't deliver, you have your whole career and everything is numbers. If people ain't listening to your shit the same, if people ain't vibing with it the same, if your own fan base is against you, it's gonna be a sad day, bro.
About him teasing something that's never came out. They're over here trying to defend Drake. They're over here trying to talk about his numbers. But when you tell them where's the drop, they have nothing to say because they have nothing to provide to the people they're arguing against in this discourse, in this hip hop discourse. They don't have an album to back up what they say about Drake because he hasn't put anything out. He's leaving his fans hanging. And every month it's like this. Every single person on Twitter that defends Drake tries to come out and say that ICEMAN is going to wipe everything out. ICEMAN is going to melt everything away. But I don't believe it, bro. I really don't. I think by the time ICEMAN comes out, it's going to be 2027, bro. I don't think it's going to help.
And people are going to be tired of it.
It's going to help. I don't know why you're giving out a warning to an album that's not coming out. But the speculation.
No, I think the album is going to drop. I don't think that he's going to just scrap ICEMAN. Like, talk about career unaliving, right? I think the album is going to come out. Here's what I think. He's been trying to test the waters. He's been trying to test the waters for a long time. He's been trying to see what people are, where's the temperature on how you feel about whatever he's dropping. And it hasn't been the greatest. Even the low-key jabs that you try to give to J. Cole and anything like that, unless you're directly gonna diss Kendrick again, I don't think people are gonna be that interested. Like, you have to come out and diss Kendrick again. That's the only way people gonna end up wanting to listen to what you gotta say. Because we gonna want to find out, wait, what you talking about?
This post, people are trying to come to the conclusion that it's going to come out this month or that's going to come out in April. Some people are saying June. Hey, bro, you might as well just say 2027, bro. You might as well just say 2027. I don't think it's coming out, and fans are getting more disappointed by the day, bro. From what it looks like, from what I've seen. He also posted these pictures of these snowmobiles, people racing with the snowmobiles. I'm not sure if it's a Canadian thing. I'm not sure if it's because of the Winter Olympics. I know the Winter Olympics had just passed or going. I'm not sure. I don't keep up with the Olympics, but I'm not sure if it's in regards to that. He took a picture, a screenshot. Either way it goes, if you want to talk about snowmobiles, if you want to talk about racing, I think Drake is coming up last place because there is no way that ICEMAN is coming in first when you haven't put it out. Like, how many pictures are you going to post to try to tease an album that's never coming out?
He did coin
and the
Spotify.
irony in this post right here, what are the odds that he's going to post something that says talk is cheap, but you're the one that's doing all the talking. You're the one that keeps teasing everybody without putting anything out. You want to tease everyone with this album, but then go and make a post that says talk is cheap. Can you read the room? Can you read the room and see exactly what you're doing? Because the only person that's talking and dragging this on is yourself. And even though we're not hearing Drake speak vocally, every time you tease the album, that's Drake and his cheap talk. And then when we think about Baby Keem, right? Baby Keem announced the rollout, the album, and the tour. He dropped the documentaries, a live stream listening party, and then a music video.
Excellent.
He did that within the short amount of time of announcing the album.
Excellent.
Drake has been talking about this shit for 2 years. So if any talk is cheap, it's going to be Drake. Drake is the biggest cheap talker when it comes to ICEMAN itself. So
part of me thinks that he believes this is a good rollout.